Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have already discussed about that things with you, how can working in your Manifest and also how can load this and also how can create one of the apps for your mobile, right? So now friend, in this video, I want to discuss about that push notification. So that will be needed later, but right now I want to discuss about that things with you. How can manage that push notification if you want to pass any notification to all of your subscribers, then how can pass this notification through the web and also through the mobile. So for push notification, I want to use one of the software. So that is one of the onesignal.com. Okay, so with this we can actually manage all that notifications. So they have some of the paid services, they have some of the free services. So right now I want to use this OneSignal. It's very interactive and it's very easy to pass any push notification from, you can see there's a mobile push notification, the web push notification, in-app messages. So everything you can actually pass it from to this area. So here first of all you have to go to your onesignal.com. So that is one of their official website, and from here you have to create one of the accounts. So I have already created one of the account. So right now I want to log in, and now you can see I'm successfully logged in. And also one things I want to share with you friend, when you want to work with this OneSignal, here you have to deploy your project to the web host. So that will be not work in your local host. Okay, so for the reasons here I have already created one of the project and I deployed this our local project to our this domain as a homefilia.com, right? So friend, from now here I want to check it. I want to check all that our push notification in our web services. As I told you, it will be not work in our local host. So this push notification will be needed later. But right now I want to discuss about that things with you, how much easily you can actually manage all that your notification from this OneSignal site. So our domain and hosting is ready, and also as I told you before, make that sure that should be as a HTTPS. Okay, so here that should be as a HTTPS. So everything is looking perfect, and that is our project. So I have already before deploy our this project. So now I have to check our this push notification. First of all we have to build it, and then we have to deploy this same project to the web server, and from here we'll check it. Okay, so let's do that work. For doing this, when you successfully sign up, and then you will get this type of one of the page as a all applications. I have already created one of the demo application. So now I'm done to create new one. So if you want to create new one, there is a new option as a new app website. Simply click it on here. So first of all, here you have to add your app name or the website name. So I have already created our app name. If you go to our Manifest, into the Manifest, our site name should be as Easy E-commerce. So I copy it. So that will be our project name. Okay, I name it as Easy E-commerce. Perfect. And then I want to do from here you can use directly as a Apple iOS, the Android, the web, email, and the SMS, right? So now I want to select by default as a web. So I select this as a web, and they have also the more options, so you can choose it from to this area. So right now it's totally fine. I select only the web, and that is our app name, and after that next configuration. So now there is the three option as a choose integration as a typical site, and for the typical site, that means for the typical website, selected this if you are unsure. Okay, so you can select this one. If you are using any CMS, then you can actually choose this one rather than there is a custom code. So right now it's totally fine. I select as a typical site. Okay, I select this as a typical site, and then we have to set up our site setup. So into the site setup, first of all, that is a site name. So whatever the site name you want to choose, you can choose it from here. So for education purpose, I want to use that same name as a Easy E-commerce. I copy it. So that will be our site name. Here I want to do, and also in browser I name it as a Easy Express, right? Better I want to use that as Easy Express. Okay, I copy it. So that will be as Easy Express. I name it as Easy Express, which is totally fine. And then the site URL. So as I told you friend, I will check on my site. I will check it from here. So that is our homefilia.com. So and you can see that is also HTTPS. So I copy it, and now I want to add that our site URL. Our site URL will be as HTTPS homefilia.com. and then there is our auto responsive HTTP only, and then the default icon. So also it's suggested to upload some of the icon. Better I want to upload some of the icon. I have already created multiple icon. I click as a choose file. So now here you can see that I have already created some of the file, so you can actually select it from your exercise file. So right now that is directly in our build position, which is totally fine. So I want to select as a this one, okay, 512.png, 512 by 512. I select this icon. Now click as a open. So which is totally fine. Now I want to click as a save. So you can see it's uploaded successfully. So now that is our default icon. So if your site don't have any HTTPS, then you have to make it as a enable. Okay, so right now it's totally fine. I have my site is actually HTTPS supported, which is totally fine, right? Perfect. And after that, there is our permission. There is a promote setup. So from here you can actually add all that your permission and the promote setup. There is a welcome notification. So here you can actually manage your welcome notification. So when any user subscribe to your site, then that will be actually display this type of one of the notification as the Easy Express, because I name it as Easy Express, right? So now you can see it's showing as Easy Express, and thanks for subscribing. And also there is our domain name as a homefilia.com. So that will be displayed like that in our Android. You can also check it into the Windows. So into the Windows area, it will be displayed like that way, and in our Mac, into this Mac, it will be displayed like that way. Okay. Perfect. And also if you want to add some of the link, you can add this link, which is totally fine. So right now everything is looking great. Okay, everything is looking great. That is an advanced push notification. So that is, I make it as a default, and now after that I make it as a save. Okay, so that's all. So now I make it as a save. And after that, our next step. So into this next step here, you can see now they're showing as a web configuration. So now we have to configure our web. So if you want to do that work, like first of all, here we have to download OneSignal SDK files. So here we have to download this file, then we have to copy this code, and we have to add it in our index. And then that's all. Okay, so now let's do that work. First of all, I want to download this OneSignal SDK file. So I simply click it on here. You can see it's now downloaded, which is totally fine. So now I want to open it. So that is our OneSignal, and better I want to create another folder, and I just name it as a SDK. Okay, SDK for OneSignal. So I create one of the folder in our download folder area, and now I want to add it in here. Okay, so now if you open, when you open, so now that is our SDK file. I want to first of all extract this file. That is one of the zip file. So I want to extract it, extract here. So now you can see here they have the two JS file. One is the update worker.js, another is the SDK worker.js. Okay, so that is the two of this file. Now we have to upload. So so before upload, also I want to add that our next step. So right now we don't need this. Our next step is we have to add this code to your site, and we have to, if you haven't already, then add this code in header. So better I want to copy this code. Okay, I copy this total code, and now in our project, into the project, and that is the index.html, right? So into the index.html before this head. So that is our, in our public, into the public, that is our index.html file. So into this index before this head, here I want to paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. Perfect. So I simply pasted both of two of this script. So for that is for the OneSignal SDK, and then that is on the another script. Okay, so now I want to click the save all, and now I want to deploy this project to the web host again. So if you want to deploy it, I think you already know what exactly the things you have to do. Just simply go to our project. So before, I have already created that build. I want to remove it. Okay, I remove it from to this area, and now I want to build it again. So our project is now running. I want to create another CMD, and then if you want to build it, then what exactly you have to do? So that will be as a npm run build. right? Now click as a enter. So now it will be again build our total site to the web server. So make that sure you save your project. So I have already saved it, which is totally fine. So now I want to do in our web host, into the web host, I want to remove everything. Okay, from here I want to actually re-upload all the data. So I select all. So that is my default file. So I simply select both of these, and the rest of this I want to delete it. Okay, I want to simply delete. So confirm is totally clean. So here, friend, first of all we have to upload our 2 SDK file. I click as the upload, and then they have the 2 SDK file as this one. I want to take 2 of this SDK in here. Okay, I simply drag and drop. I passed both of these, and you can see it's updated. So now if you go, so now that is our OnSignal SDK update worker.js, and then OnSignal SDK worker.js. Okay, so I simply updated 2 of this file, and now our deploy mode. Yeah, our deployment is also successfully done. If you go to our project, into the project, there is a build, right? So into the build area, again I want to select all that file, and then I want to make it as a add to archive, and here I make it as one of the zip file as a build.zip. Now click as a OK. Yeah, you can see successfully built our project. So now this is the folder we have to upload in our web server. So that means here I want to upload, simply go to that upload again. Now select file. So that is our e-commerce user, and then our project name, right? And that is our build. Okay, so that is our build folder. Here I have already zipped this build, so that is a build.zip. I simply open it. It's successfully updated, uploaded. Now go back, and now I want to extract it. So now I want to click as a extract file. So file is now extract. You can see all that file is now available. Perfect. So now, friend, if you refresh it, okay, if you refresh it, so now that should be display another alert icon in here. Now click as a refresh. So better I want to clean our cache, or rather than I want to check it in another browser. So into this another browser, I want to again reloaded it, refresh it. So that should be display one of the icon in here. Maybe I didn't finish it, right? You can say I didn't finish it. So I have already uploaded everything. Now I want to click as a finish. Yeah, now you can see it's now perfectly finished. Okay, so now I want to check it. Now click as a refresh. So here it's loaded. I want to do this. It should be display some of the notification. Yes, you can see, friend, now it's perfect. So now that is display one of the notification for the subscribe. So that is a subscribe to our notification for the latest news and update, and you can disable anytime. Okay, so that is the subscribe notification is visible if you go to that is our ecom, that is easy e-commerce, and here if you go to that all browser, into the all browser, I have already added some of the notification. If you go, I make it as a typical site, and you can see it's also showing our default icon. So that is our default icon, and they have some of the text. So this text actually comes from here. That is our welcome notification as easy. Thanks for subscribing, right? So now I want to actually make it as a subscribe. So if you also want to get all the data, if you go to that again into the easy commerce. Into the easy commerce, that should be display one of the notification. Like you can see right now, there is a welcome back, and your activities will be displayed here once you have the first user. So right now I don't have any user. I want to make it as a subscript. I click as a subscript. So now you can see it's now showing as a allow. There is a homefiliate.com to send notification. You can always block, rather than you can allow it. So I make it as a allow. So which is totally fine. And now if you go there, and also you can see it's now showing as a easy express and thanks for subscribing. Okay, so that is actually visible in here. Okay, so now is display as easy express, thanks for your subscribing, or subscribing message is visible. So that is our notification message, right? So this the notification message. If you go to again in our dashboards, into this dashboard, that have also one of the welcome notifications, right? So I have already subscribe one of the users. So now that user data should be displayed. Now click as a refresh. Yes, now you can see friend, now actually is display all that our global outcome. So that is a global outcome is visible, and now you can see there is a one subscriber, so that also display as a subscriber user, right? So one subscriber user is visible, everything is great. So now it's actually display all that your month active user, the total user. So from to this position, now if you want to add any push message, then you can actually send this push message. And also if you want to check it from your mobile, you can also check it, but I want to continue this process, and in our next video we'll also check it from our mobile application. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.